Hey guys, so we're here in Miyagi's and we're just working on a Polo GTR. If you want to get the full video of this car's refresh, link in the description below. But I just want to stop the refresh for a moment and talk about something really important. I'm here with the chief sensei in Miyagi, Ryson over here, and I got a very interesting topic because people ask like, what's better, wax, coating, or sealant? They say, oh, coating's so expensive, might as well get a wax. You know, maybe I should get a sealant, you know, or this is all marketing, you know. So I think this is a good video to sort of clarify for most people, you know, what to get or what is suitable for you and demystify, you know, because I believe all of these have their own benefits. Okay, so with that, I'm just going to ask Ryson.
It's partly because of the way market perceive all these products. I would rank them, or at least categorize them into three different categories. There's wax, traditional or modern technology, doesn't matter, it's still waxes. Then you have sealants. And then on top of that, then there is coatings, or let's call it crystallizing coatings. So let's go through with the waxes first. So waxes, we have a few here. We have way more than this, but we have Maguire's. This is a very common wax. Maguire's paste wax, pure synthetic polymer. This is a modern technology wax. It's not a traditional high carnauba kind of wax. It's a modern wax, synthetic polymer. It lasts a decent while. Like I like to give this analogy. I think that waxes are like makeup. You apply, you put it on, it looks good. Right? It looks good, it's sleek, it's hydrophobic, and maybe after you wash it once, twice, thrice, it washes off. It washes off slowly because this product bonds onto the paint, but it's not permanent. So with washing, or depending on how strong your shampoo is, if you use dishwasher soap, one time it's gone. Yeah, it will strip out all this product because this is a little bit like makeup, like I say, it's makeup. You dab it on, you blend it in, and then you wash and it's gone.
But it shines, but it doesn't protect as much lah.
Of course, it becomes a film. It still becomes a film between your clear coat and the environment. So it's still a sacrificial film, just that it is not permanent. But it's easy to go on, it's easy to come off. That's why we say wax on, wax off. Then it's just that it's not permanent. It is something that is pretty good. Then you have waxes that are made in UK. You have waxes from Swiss Vax. They're all different kind of waxes. There are lots and lots of different kind of waxes. And in waxes, there are different kind of contents of carnauba, and then there is also different levels of VOC, which is petroleum products, the volatile organic compounds. So the less there is, it is always better for the paint, because having too much VOC is going to harm your clear coat in the long run.
It is very interesting because some of people they say, oh, I got this wax, I just apply, it looks shiny and nice, but then they have very high VOC.
Yes.
Right?
Also, a lot of waxes with the VOC, it cleans very well. So there is always a misconception that waxing will clean my car. Yes, waxing does clean the car because the VOC kind of rubs away a lot of dirt. But it is not the right way to clean your car. You don't use. It's the same logic as you're not going to use thinner to clean your car because that's just going to ruin the paint.
Because if I correct me if I'm wrong, this is my chemistry level. Our paint is has a lot of things that are vulnerable to VOCs. VOC is a sort of like what do you call it? Solvent, isn't it? So think of it like it likes to take whatever is in the paint and mix it with the liquid and evaporate out.
Yes, they evaporate together. Yes, so it does provide a bit of cleaning in that sense, and there are also specially made cleaner waxes because the wax don't provide as much protection. Its function is more focused towards cleaning. Whereas there are waxes that are made just for protection. They don't clean. You can apply it and you buff off the wax and it still look dirty, but the wax is there.
I see. Yes. So those are more pro series kind of wax, like like Swiss Vax, boutique waxes lah. So the VOC level is very low, but it has to be prepped, really prepped before you put it on.
Yes, that's why it's what we call professional or at least boutique, because the surface preparation is key.
Okay.
Like this surface now that we've already compounded is very clean.
Yeah.
So when you apply the wax bonds very well. So you don't need so much VOC to help clean it while you're applying it.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay, so that's wax, all right, the temporary. And then what's next?
Okay, let's say waxes is something I would call a short-term protection.
Yeah.
Short-term, 1 or 2 months, depending on how often you wash your car. Then sealant is something that I would say is mid-term. Sealants are designed to bond way better onto a paint surface. These are designed and manufactured to bond very well. Although they might lack a little bit in terms of slickness, like waxes have a lot of slickness because it's caruba. Like after you're done with it, you touch it, it's like smooth, very smooth. Everything will just fly off.
Yeah.
You can put a piece of tissue and just blow it a little bit, you just fly off. There'll be no friction. But sealant does, of course there are good, very good sealants out there that still give you this kind of slickness, but sealants, the main design focus in sealants is to provide longevity. They focus on bonding very well with the clear coat, and it takes a lot of time and environmental elements to actually wash it off per se. So they bond much better. Some sealants boast up to 6 or 12 months protection, but of course here in Malaysia with the weather, with the amount of rain we get, I would say you're looking at rationally speaking, like 3-ish, 4 months.
Yeah, conservative lah.
Yeah, conservatively,
Yeah, and
so,
of course depends if you park outdoors or park indoors and all those kind of things.
If you park indoors a lot, you don't drive much, it's a collector's thing, then sealants work very well because they help give you a good protection and you're not exposed to a lot of elements all the time.
Okay. So would you say that if I'm a home, I'm not super car guy, I just make my car look nice, a cleaner wax is good?
Yes.
But then sealant may not work for me because I have to do prep work, which is not suitable for, let's say, a home guy.
Yeah, if it's a home enthusiast, what we call weekend warriors, right? That are enthusiastic and want to work on their cars. Because of the lack of maybe tools and a space to properly prepare a surface, I would say waxes are good and you can go for cleaner waxes, but maybe after one round of using a cleaner wax, the next round you use a normal wax, polymer wax. So you don't want to use too much cleaner wax because of the VOC. Just the less the better.
Less the better.
Yeah. So maybe one round you do with the cleaner wax, it does clean very well, gives you a bit of protection. The next wash, just use a regular wax because it's not that dirty yet.
And then sealant is still a more professional product than just a home one.
I would say so. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But there are some sealants out there that are trigger spray bottle. You just spray, you buff it off. They do provide good protection, but
doesn't clean lah.
Doesn't clean, yes, because sealants don't come with a lot of VOCs. Probably it's very little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about coating then? Can we just this is coating now. A lot of people say, oh, very expensive, so on and so forth. What's your opinion on coating then?
Okay.
Or what is coating? Maybe just to explain a bit.
Okay, I have this little thing here. It looks like a 20-cent coin. I don't know if you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it looks like a 20-cent coin. This is from coating that I just dripped onto the coin. I let it crystallize to show that it is a crystallizing compound.
Okay.
Yeah. So when people ask me what is coating, this is coating. Of course, this is not how thick the coating is on your car. Let's be realistic. Yeah. But this is actually what you have on your car paint. When you apply coating, you drip it out of a bottle, you apply on the surface, you let it cure, and then it crystallizes into what is.
So it's more permanent than sealant and wax.
Yes. Yes, it is actually very permanent. The only way to remove it is to compound the surface again. There is no way this one can be washed off because this is literally a piece of glass or crystal, depending on how people want to call it.
Yeah.
So this is the solid in the coating that we always say. It's a high solid coating. So yes. If waxes are short term, sealants are mid term, then coating is long term. There are coatings that are in entry level coatings like IGL's Poly, probably last about a year. But when we are saying a year, it's not that it washes off after a year, it's just that the gloss starts to fade. It's not as hard. So the gloss starts to fade, you get more wash markings and everything after a year. Yeah, it can endure a year's worth of abuse that way. Then you have things like the Kenzo kit from IGL that boasts I think 3 to 4 years easily. The longevity in it.
And an amazing shine, right?
Yes, the shine. What we actually want the most from coating is the gloss that is permanent. Even after 6 months, you might not see water beading because water beading will start to fade off, but the gloss will always be top notch. Then you can always boost the hydrophobicity with some sealant or some waxes, no problem.
Okay. Just make sure the wax is not a cleaner wax for say
Yes,
no VOC and stuff like
You
that.
want to avoid cleaner waxes for that purpose.
I see. So in your opinion, let's say I can buy some poly. Should a home detailer use, or say a home, not even detailer, a home guy use a coating?
No, I wouldn't recommend so.
Okay.
Because coatings require a certain environment to cure and to flash. Like every time after we apply coating, we always tell our customers 24 hours of no water contact,
Right.
at least. And then after that, try to avoid washing for 1 week. Unless really required, don't wash the car for a week. Why we don't want to wash is because we don't want any abrasion and chemical contact. Because coating takes time to fully harden. Like it can cure into a piece of film very quickly, overnight, 24 hours. But for it to reach its maximum hardness, whether it's a 6H coating or a 9H coating, for it to achieve that, it takes time to properly cure into its hardness. It's a little bit like when you respray a car, the clear coat also takes weeks to fully dry inside out before us detailers are allowed to work
Polish,
on paint.
yeah.
Yes.
So then, if I think what's important also is the prep work, isn't it? It's designed to also to bond with the paint, just like the sealant. So if you don't prepare the surface well, you don't polish the surface well, you don't decontaminate well, it doesn't stick to the surface, right?
Yeah, it won't. You apply it, yes, you might get insane water beading for a week or two, then after that you will see gone. And you would think like, oh, this coating is bullshit, it cheat my money, all that kind of thing.
Because the prep work wasn't
The
good.
prep work was not good, or the installation was not good, and also the curing. Maybe certain steps were skipped, or certain steps were just overlooked. So for coating, I would always recommend to get a professional to apply it, because every coating has its own little differences in how to apply, how to cure.
But even before that, it's just decontaminating and preparing the surface.
Yes, the prep work. If it's good, then whatever you lock inside the coating is good.
Yeah, just like my Mini, right? With the poly, it looks so nice still.
Yes, if it's bad, even if you buy the most expensive coating out there, but the prep work is crap, it's just gonna look like crap the whole way.
Yeah, because the chemical is not designed to bond with dirt, right? It's designed to bond.
Not designed to bond with dirt, and also if your surface is still full of
oils,
fine scratches and all that kind of thing, you're gonna in fact lock that inside the coating, and it's gonna stay there for a very long time.
Okay. So those are differences in all this. But what would you recommend for let's say most people watch this channel, they are car enthusiasts. They like driving cars, right? So what would you recommend and why?
Okay, for car enthusiasts, the quick way is first thing is learn how to wash the car.
Oh, not even all of this. Wash car first.
Yes, learn how to wash the car and really clean the surface first. Wash the car well, clean the surface, and then probably use a simple wax. You can use something like Maguire's paste wax. It's so easy to use. It goes on, comes off easily, buffs off with no residue left behind. It's easy to use, and you can get it off the shelf. But some people are a little bit more lazy. You can go for spray waxes that come in spray bottle form. They work very well as well, but they do lack a little bit in cleaning power. So it really depends. But generally for home enthusiasts, I would recommend waxes because they are easy to use. You can't really go wrong with it. Even if you accidentally leave a patch not buffed, it will wash off the next time. You don't have to worry about it fully hardening to a point, or it's like a high spot that is permanently there and you have to polish it.
Let's say you get a new car, what would you go for? You're an enthusiast, right?
Yeah. If it's my new car, the first thing is I bring it in full paint correction and coating.
What would you use coating versus the others?
Coating versus the others, why I would do that is because coating is just permanent. I like the way it stays glossy all the time. Even if it's dirty, contaminants are starting to build up, I know that at least my clear coat is protected with a layer of coating and it's permanently there. So I can polish it, or at least if let's say I'm not a detailer, I can send it out to let someone polish, and it will be polishing the coating layer. And after that, you can always top up with more coating. But your clear coat, if you keep polishing it, you keep removing 2, 4, 5 microns from it, eventually you end up with no clear coat.
Then the
will
respray.
look dull.
Yeah.
You have to go for a full respray. There's no avoiding that anymore. But if you use coating, you get a sacrificial layer. You let it wear out. It's okay. You go back for your maintenance programs. They do a quick polish, and then they top up with a new layer of coating. So this way, you get the gloss permanently all the time.
And I think, and of course, it's more of a long-term thing because
it's a
you can
long-term
the car can look shiny with this, with this, with this, with this.
Yeah, it can look shiny with anything.
But whether it does a long-term protection,
Yes.
nothing beats the coating, lah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some people, I also understand that some people prefer to just polish and wax the car every year or every 6 months. Personally, I don't recommend that. Polishing is abrasive. It's as though I tell you every 6 months you use sandpaper to scrub down your face, then it will look smooth and everything. But it is not the right way because I mean yes, for our skin we generate new skin, but the car will not generate new paint. The only way to have new paint is to spray it.
And that costs a lot of money.
I wouldn't recommend if people want to compare to polishing every year. Like, oh, I polish every year, it will be shiny every year. Yes, but can you hold it until the 5th year, until the 7th year? That's the real question there.
If that's the case, then coating does the job the best, lah.
Yes.
Yeah, I see. Okay, so thanks so much for that. Anything else you want to share, Ryson?
No, not really. But if anyone has any other questions, feel free to drop us a text.
Oh yeah, find them out at miyagi.my at Instagram. Send them a message. I'll put a link in the description below. Alright. So that thanks a lot, Ryson. I hope this clears up all the confusion and also helps you decide. Okay, this is what I'm going to do with my car.
Yes.
Right? Okay, so with that, we're going to head off to continue finishing this car. If you want to get the full video of this car, thank you so much, Ryson. Thank you. Arigatou gozaimashita. Hi. We are Miyagi, and we're going to get this car going. We're going to get the full video of this car's refresh. We're going to apply some sealant for this car. Alright, check out our link in the description below for that video as well. Okay, with that, off to work, and as always, love you guys, stay safe, and always keep it 100%. Alright, so peace out.